What's up, Kadets? Welcome back to Air Academy News. I'm Benjamin Blodgett.
And I'm Nolan Obringer. In the works for today, we discuss the government shutdown's impact on Air Academy, break down the top 3 haunted places in Air Academy, and of course, it's playoff season, and we've got the highlights.
Getting right into it, let's kick things off with Rando News, a rapid-fire segment with all the need-to-know info around the school. Let's go. You're watching Air Academy News.
As leaves are falling and winter is coming ever closer, the band's season is coming to a close with their final competition that took place at Falcon Stadium on October 25th. It has been a push this year, finding balance amidst summer practices and long hours after school. According to many members of the band, this is a common amount of practice among schools, with some spending even more time. One of the best ways to support them, other than a donation, would be to go to their competitions and support our fellow cadets.
Your favorite local refreshment shop has been delivering lemonade and tea to the thirsty student body for a few years, and they just put out a massive announcement. Kadet business students have been working on this big release for a few weeks, and they have added a new way to enjoy, teeing up for this school year. Now, you can customize your drink like never before, with the ability to add up to 3 pumps of flavor in any drink. Your options include mango, strawberry, and peach. With these choices, you have access to seemingly infinite combinations.
With the winter season in sight, you can feel the stoke through the halls of Air Academy as students start to get all their gear out of the closet and are getting ready for the slopes. In Colorado, it's always a race between the ski resorts for who will open up first. Ski resorts like Arapahoe Basin, Copper, and Wolf Creek all usually open up in early November, but this year, Keystone and Loveland are predicted to open up on Halloween. In order to open this early, these resorts are making the snow by shooting cold water into the air on the trail that they want. Usually on opening day, there's only one run, and it's probably the worst conditions of the season, but the resort is still packed with eager people who can't wait to shred some gnar. Getting ready for the new season, you can make sure your skis or snowboards will be good to go by getting them tuned up. If you take them to a ski shop, they will be happy to sharpen your edges so that you have control and can bite into the snow, or apply wax so that your board glides smoothly over the snow. The Outdoor Recreation Center here on the Air Force Academy is where families, active duty and retired, can rent ski and snowboard equipment and get their gear tuned up. Scott Nielsen, a service tech at the Outdoor Rec Center, serves over 1,500 customers a season and loves getting skiers out on the slopes.
The biggest thing is making sure there is wax on the board. We always make sure everything's tuned up before they go out. So the biggest thing is making sure there's wax, because if there's not wax, it's just gonna be Velcro on the mountain. So.
Career and Technical Education is a program across all of D20. It offers classes you can take at different schools in the district. All schools in the district have CTE classes, including broadcast production at Air Academy. Some of the popular classes are automotive and construction. These classes are the length of 2 blocks and take students with passing grades. This program is only open to juniors and seniors in the district. The opening date for sign-up is January 1st. These classes are very competitive to get into, so be sure to sign up as soon as possible. They are first come, first serve. Some of our own students are in their second year construction classes and are focused on building houses amongst other projects to drive up their knowledge in construction.
We work on a whole bunch of different construction-based projects, with the main project being the house. My favorite part about this class is getting to have all these cool experiences with my friends and using all the fun power tools.
The rumors are true. Black widow spiders have been spotted around Air Academy High School, and just in time for Halloween, too. Teachers and staff have reported the sightings to school administration after the discovery raised safety concerns for students and staff. Those 8-legged intruders have been seen in several areas across campus, from outdoor corners to a few indoor spaces. Reports began appearing over the past few weeks as more spiders started showing up. Black widows are common in Colorado, and as the weather cools down, they often seek indoors, searching for warmth and shelter. The school has already contacted pest control to treat the issue and keep everyone safe. So if you happen to see one, don't panic, and definitely don't try to handle it. Just let a teacher or staff member know right away. Stay calm, stay alert, and remember, some Halloween visitors are best left to the professionals.
Life is short, so let's eat the pudding first. Last week, the German Language Association hosted Air Academy's first Pudding mit Gabel on October 15th. The weather was warm, and it was a great time for students to chat while eating pudding. But what is a pudding mit Gabel? Well, pudding mit Gabel translated is pudding with a fork. And like the name implies, people eat pudding with a fork. Pudding mit Gabel originally started in August of 2025 in Germany. People would gather in groups to eat pudding as a TikTok trend. And like any good trend, it took off. So young people across Germany and Austria began filming themselves and their friends eating pudding with a fork. The pudding mit Gabel traveled through Europe and finally arrived in the United States when colleges such as Northeastern University, Syracuse University, and the University of California, Los Angeles hosted and documented their first pudding mit Gabels. It's good to keep calm and eat pudding when times can be stressful. So it's great to see Air Academy students enjoying this amusing trend as a silver lining in these hard times.
In the National Link segment of our show, we examine a national story and how it is impacting us at Air Academy.
The biggest story on the Air Force Academy in the past few weeks has been the government shutdown. After the Senate disagreed yet again on the federal budget, the government shut down on October 1st of this year. Lasting over 3 weeks so far, it's coming close to the longest government shutdown in history, which occurred on December 22nd, 2018, lasting a total of 35 days. There have been over 900,000 employees furloughed this year, being forced to go into work without pay, which resulted in some parents not going into work at all. Among those numbers, some were parents of our fellow cadets. Cade Huskinson, a sophomore, talked to our team about how his dad, being stuck at home since the first of this month, has impacted their family dynamic.
Yeah, my dad's not getting paid or his retirement checks or anything, so we're just kind of living off what we have right now.
Due to our school being located on an Air Force base, any sort of government shutdown negatively affects the security forces that man the north and south gates, the pay that military parents are receiving, and several delays of PCS orders. Having your parents stuck at home all day worrying about their job security and their lack of paychecks can create a stressful environment that puts a strain on families. Our counseling office has several resources offered for military students, including the Military and Family Life Counseling Program. Mrs. Archer gave us an interview of just how our military kids are affected and all the services that the counselors have available for students dealing with military-relevant stressors at home.
I think every person in the school has their own struggles, but then when you compile the parents that are not unemployed, but not being paid, I mean, that financial stress is real, and that has a real impact on a kid's, school stress.
No one knows just how long this government shutdown will last, or if it'll end up earning its name as the longest one in history. But in the meantime, we are keeping our fellow students and parents in our prayers. We'll keep our website updated on the shutdown details, so stay tuned for those additional facts.
Our Hot Take segment is a chance to discuss a hot button issue in the school, present both sides of the argument, and let you decide your opinion.
This week, we dive into Big Brother's prying eyes on your district-provided devices. Teachers can use software to see your screen and monitor your actions, sparking a massive debate on campus. Does this violate student privacy? Bringing you all the facts, here's Adriana Gutierrez with more. How's it going, Adriana?
Thanks, Ben. Last year, we dealt with the new installation of eHall Pass and Land School Air on our issued laptops, which were tools for tracking students in and out of class. This year, there's a new tool for virtual oversight, and it brings back the debate over, is there a limit to student privacy? This year, admin has begun using Lightspeed, a software that allows teachers to monitor and manage student devices during class time. They can view students' screens, track their activity, and intervene to help students stay on task. Controversy has spread through the halls about whether or not this is necessary.
I don't, just because I would only ever use it during class time. I would never, we're not even able to see what the students are doing outside of class. So if it's on a school computer and during a class period, then no, I don't see it's an invasion of privacy.
There are a lot of people on both sides of the spectrum when it comes to Lightspeed and how to use it effectively. Teachers love it because they are able to control more to help students stay on track and create a better learning environment. They have seen a notable increase in focus from students and being able to not have to worry about students playing games. Teachers see it as a positive and would like to keep using it to help students stay on track.
So if students know that they are in a structured environment and that their teacher is aware of their internet activities, they might be more prone to stay focused on their learning, which is the goal.
Many students have perceived it as an invasion of privacy. Lightspeed allows teachers to view students' screens and record them whenever they want to, as well as check their browsing history to see if they are on task for their class. Students may not understand why it is necessary to look at their laptops and check if they are playing games or even working on something productive around another subject that they don't always have time for at home. Many students often use downtime in other classes to catch up on work they need to complete for other subjects, and using Lightspeed may hinder those opportunities. Some students are worried that Lightspeed may negatively impact how much work they're able to complete and their right to privacy within the classroom.
No, I think it's a violation of students' privacy. And with the e-hall pass, I feel like that should be enough to know students' location instead of tracking the students' platforms and everything. We can just use lockdown browsers.
Well, there you have it. Some students feel that these tools are creating an environment that lacks trust, while some teachers feel that some students need constant supervision. Stick around after the break for this week's Kadet Sports TV and a spooky Halloween preview.
Man, I freaking love Kadet Team.
I know, right? Same. I should name my first kid Kadet Team.
Every day, I'm out there, collecting the finest ingredients. Every day, I'm in the lab, perfecting my recipe.
Bypass the seed and go straight into production.
Every day, they disrespect me by calling it Kadet tea.
Hey man, can I have a drink of that KT? What are you talking about?
We've been watching a lot of professional soccer recently so that we can get ready for the girls' upcoming season. It's been great, but there's been a bunch of injuries around the school recently.
Game last night. You guys are looking really good this season.
Yeah,
It should be it.
Oh, my ankle! Oh! 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 I'm not gonna be able to go to school for weeks. Oh my goodness!
So young, get up. He's fine.
The political atmosphere seems to never cool down, and in these hectic times, Air Academy students are getting more involved. Our club spotlight this week is the new Turning Point USA chapter at Air Academy. Are you looking to express your political opinion and debate topics with like-minded people? Well, we've got the club for you. For this week's club spotlight, the Turning Point USA Club here at Air Academy High School is fresh on the scene. Turning Point USA Club at Air Academy aims to better help students logically and critically debate political topics, and to be more informed young voters and citizens of America. Unlike other clubs, Turning Point USA does not have set-in-stone events, but instead have out-of-school activities to get to know each other better. So if you'd like to make new friends and have deep, meaningful debates, the club is the perfect place for you. This club meets every Thursday from 3:45 to 4:30 after school.
Personally, I hope to diversify my argument portfolio, being able to really solidify my arguments and just like my topics and the points that I'll be able to make, and also just
Politics is a sensitive topic that can often lead to heated arguments, but discussing these things in a safe classroom environment is important to developing your individual beliefs and personal politics.
Yeah, it's huge. If you don't have a safe place for the kids, then they still feel restricted in the beliefs that they were told to have. Giving an open space like this is great. You can see kids, they start to express themselves, and you almost see their minds start to change in real time. Like they had a belief, they say it to the group, it gets shot down or it gets supported, and it changes them and their opinions, and their ideology shifts in real time. It's awesome.
Fall sports are coming to an end, and with it we have some amazing highlights to cover all of the athletic action we've had over the past week. Ellery White is here with all the Kadet Sports action from the last 2 weeks.
Thanks, Nolan, and hey, Kadets. I'm here with this week's Kadet Sports TV. We've got some great football, soccer, and softball highlights. Also, we're wrapping up the fall season, so I'll give you guys a quick rundown of the Kadets who are going to playoffs. Football season is in full swing and giving fans lots to cheer about. On October 11th, our Kadets took on Liberty, showcasing some amazing plays. Throughout the first half, the Kadets and Lancers went back and forth with 0 points made until the very end, when the Kadets brought it up to 3-0 with a great field goal. The Kadets were fired up in the second half and came out strong, scoring 3 touchdowns, ending the game with a sensational 24-0 score. That amazing win brings us to our Athlete of the Week. Big congratulations to Dakari Burr. As a junior, Dakari Burr plays both running back and defensive back for varsity football, and he's been a huge part of the success we've had. He's logged an impressive 51 receiving yards and 3 receptions. On defense, Dakari has 40 solo tackles and 90 total. His all-purpose yardage stands at 99 yards through 7 games.
It helps me connect with the teachers and students, with the younger kids looking up to me, being that leader. Coming off the field or coming to class the next day, having that morale that all the teachers give me.
Dakari is very involved with sports at Air Academy, playing not only football, but basketball and track. As an upperclassman, Dakari has stepped into some major roles on the team. He's been a great mentor to many sophomores and freshmen who look up to him.
I would say the family and brotherhood built on and off the field through strong coaches and players. This helps create a good environment for academics coming first and player-built leadership on the field.
He is hardworking, disciplined, and always there to lift up those around him.
He's a huge influence. I think the way he plays on the field is he's a standout player. He's a guy that's always going to hit you hard and come downhill fast. So I think he's a great influence on the younger generation to come up and play football.
Dakari's commitment to the team and all of Air Academy athletics and his character really stands out both on and off the field. Big congrats to Dakari. If you see him in the hallway, give him a smile or a high five. Now, let's move on to boys soccer. Now onto boys soccer. The Kadets fought hard this week, and it was an intense game from the start to the finish. We had really strong ball movement and a solid defense that was keeping us in the game. Tyner Amarine scored a beautiful header goal for the Kadets in the second half, and Cheyenne Mountain scored right after, tying it up once again. A great job to the whole team for keeping composure and fighting through the whole 90 minutes. We finished with a tie score of 1-1. Moving over to the softball diamond, Air Academy faced off against Silver Creek on October 17th. Kadets started the game with a dominant lead of 8-3 in the first inning. After that, Kadets kept up the heat with a double play, and our pitcher Bailey Williams battled back through a 3-0 count at the end of the inning. The team played with great hustle, wrapping up their season with a win of 15-5. Now, with the fall season midway through, let's look how your Kadets are doing. Boys golf had a great season, taking 6th in the state. Boys tennis finished up with 7 boys competing. Both the cross-country boys and girls came home PPAC champions. They competed in regionals on the 23rd and are competing in the state championship on the 1st. Our second year in flag football, the girls traveled up to Golden and won their first playoff game, then lost their second to Mountain View and ended their season there. A very impressive softball season went to state for the first time in 10 years on the 24th. Congrats to all the athletes going into playoffs. Stick around after the break. We'll have Sophia Maddox with weather and your Halloween preview.
Hey Ryan, what are you working on?
My highlight reel.
Can I see it?
Yes.
The weather keeps getting cooler, and Kadets, it may be time to start bundling up. We're moving into fall, and as those leaves come to the ground, be ready for the climate that comes with it.
Coming to you with the forecast and important information on Colorado weather is our own amateur meteorologist, Sophia Maddox. What's up, Sophia?
Thanks, guys. Alrighty, Kadets, we are officially into this fall season with highs in the 50s, lows in the 30s, and no chance of precipitation during the day, but we will have our first frost of the year this week. It's going to be chilly mornings, so make sure you bundle up those kiddos, but keep a look to Pikes Peak for the snow.
Kadets, please give a warm welcome to Miss Huseman, a brand new teacher to Air Academy. Miss Huseman is an expert on our world's past. Using her wealth of knowledge, she teaches geography and world history. She's been doing more than just helping the next generation learn all about anything from Genghis Khan to the World Wars. Miss Huseman serves as the head coach for our volleyball team at Air Academy, bringing valuable lessons in both athletics and academics to the Kadets. If you run into Miss Huseman in the hallways, make sure to give her a warm welcome. New faces are always welcome at Air Academy.
My favorite part about my job is the people I work with and the students. Whether you guys know it or not, you're a pretty special group. I've taught at quite a few other schools, and Air Academy is by far my favorite so far.
In the Out and About segment, we follow Air Academy students to their jobs in the community. While we're on the topic of fall, the pumpkin craze is in full swing, and one Kadet is hoping to make your pumpkin patch experience even greater. Fall is full of many things: the changing leaves, hot lattes, and pumpkin patches. The Colorado Pumpkin Patch is a fall favorite for families and friends alike. Visitors can enjoy supersized games, slides, duck races, a petting zoo, obstacle courses, a tractor ride, or picking out a premium pumpkin. It's a great spot to spend the day and soak up the fall spirit and gourd vibes. Jaden Jones, a junior at Air Academy, is one of the Patch's star employees. Jaden has been working here for 3 seasons, managing all the fun activities, and is spending this one cooking things up at the snack shack. Jaden loves working here and is hoping this experience will prepare him for a culinary career.
Get orders out in time, how to manage my staff, and just in general, the things that need to be done to keep the kitchen running.
Halloween is coming up in a few days, so the Air Academy News Paranormal Investigative crew went exploring the grounds and talking with staff, not to find out if our school is haunted, but to find where the top 3 haunted places at Air Academy are. Any building that is almost 70 years old is bound to have more than a few eerie corners and scary stories. Air Academy is no stranger to the spooky, so the Kadet Paranormal Investigative Team went on the hunt for the top 3 most haunted places at Air Academy. The hallways and classrooms of Air Academy can become a virtual smorgasbord of fear once the sun goes down and only the essential lights are kept on. The brave souls of the night, janitorial staff, are often the only ones here keeping the spirits company. This can lead to some pretty hair-raising brushes with the other dimensions.
There's been almost like footsteps. I haven't heard this, but other custodians have heard footsteps, slamming of doors, just like creaking type of stuff, but it's an old school.
When Air Academy was built 65 years ago, the basement was an essential part of the school, holding the building's coal-fueled furnace. The heating system has evolved to a much eco-friendlier system, but the remnants of the old heater remain. It was a few years ago that Air Academy janitor Tony Layton had an interaction with the otherworldly in this part of the school.
There was no kids in the building. It was quiet, very quiet, not windy outside. And then I came down here in the basement, and because I needed to look for a mop handle, and as I was coming down, I heard this noise like no other. And it was kind of weird, so I was all like, well, since nobody's down here, I'll get my phone going just so that if anything happens, I can save my myself. And so I hear this noise, and I come downstairs, and it's coming from the furnace. And the furnace, we have, it's been shut down for ages. I come down here, and there's noise coming from down here, and so I turn the corner, and I hear just kind of, I don't know, it almost sounded like banging from it. And so after I heard the banging, I was like, oh my gosh. So I went really close to it, I heard it, and then I just left.
There's a hidden area of Air Academy that defies all explanation. Our crew braved the catacombs of the school to find the mythical underground classroom. Legends and stories swirl around this location, an inaccessible room buried beneath the school that was used for nefarious torture, like after-school detention. This room has no entrance or exit, but switches and outlets on the wall. What could this Frankensteinish equipment have possibly been used for? We'll leave that to your imagination, but this location definitely felt like the most haunted place in Air Academy.
Hello, my name is Marcelo, and today I'm here with my mom, Isabel, and we're going to be teaching y'all about sugar skulls and their significance to Dia de los Muertos. So, Mom, how are they made?
So first of all, we need some sugar, and I have it right here, it's already measured. We need water and some meringue powder. And then we're just gonna mix all of this together to get this paste that it should be a little bit wet, but not too much. And then we're gonna put it into these molds. I got these little ones because we're gonna make about this size, and that's pretty much it. Then we have to let it dry. So let's try it.
So just wondering, because honestly I'm really hungry, are these edible at all?
No, these are not edible. These are actually for decoration for the altars that we do for Dia de los Muertos. They symbolize the death, and at the same time they symbolize the celebration, because during the Dia de los Muertos we actually make these altars hoping that our loved ones that have passed will come and visit us. And that's why we have in our altars different elements, some that represent the earth, the wind, the water. In the case of the sugar skulls, they just represent death. But because for us it's not, it's a joyous holiday, it's a day of celebration, it's a day that family comes together to remember those that have passed. We use vibrant colors. So to your answer, no, they're not edible. They're just pretty much decorations.
And although they are made of sugar, one of the reasons for that is being that it represents the passage of life. They start off soft, and as they harden, that represents from you starting off young and squishy, and growing up into somebody who's, hard and matured. And so what are the next few steps that we have to take into making the sugar skulls?
Okay, so once we have mixed together the water, the sugar, and the meringue powder, we create this paste that, as you can see, it's still a little bit wet. We want it to be, we want it to stick together. We don't want it to be loose. So we could add water or we could add a little more sugar depending on it. So, you want to help me do it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
And how long do these usually take to dry?
Okay, this takes about 12 to 18 hours to dry, depending on the weather, obviously. But here in Colorado, we're lucky. It's a dry weather, so it'll be a little bit faster.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, want to help me mold it?
Of course, here.
And then we're going to stick it here.
And do you have any specific memories tied to these, from when you were younger?
I do. That's perfect. My great grandma, she was the one that taught me how to do this. When I was probably around 7 years old, every Dia de los Muertos, well, actually beforehand, because you have to let it dry for a couple of hours, we will make this together. We will also make some papel picado, which it's also part of the altar, and that represents the wind. And we will sit and just talk and share memories of our ancestors and specific things or specific memories, just to remember them, because that's what Dia de los Muertos is about, remembering them, so they really never leave. As long as you remember them, they're always gonna be with you. And I remember a specific story she told me about her mom, that when she was about 6 years old, that's when she actually learned how to make this too. And she had several siblings, and there were a lot of them were younger than her. So she will have to help her mom doing it while also taking care of her siblings. And she said that the first time she did it, they came out really bad.
Well, honestly, that was a really sweet story, and thank you for sharing that on today's episode.
Of course.
So now what's the next step in order to, make them proper sugar skulls?
Okay, so once we have packed them here, we're gonna pack the back. So you have the two sides of the skull. We can do it really quick. And then once you have packed the other part of it, the back of it, you're gonna use icing if you want. Once we do that, we're gonna let it dry. Like I say, give it between 12 and 18 hours depending on the weather, and that should be it. They should come out from the mold perfectly. Put a little icing on the middle, and then you're just gonna put them together.
Perfect.
Once the icing dries, you're gonna have your little skull.
Perfect. And with actually being on the topic of icing, are there any specific styles that you can put on the skulls, or that any that have significant meanings? Because on this one, there's a variety of colors, and there's even a little green strip.
Yeah.
So what are some of the styles that we can put on these skulls?
Honestly, you can decorate it however you want. The more colorful, the better. There's one thing that we're missing here. You can actually put a little piece of paper with the name of one of your loved ones that have passed, because then it symbolizes that specific person. And we do that a lot. Usually we put different names, people that we know, and that's how, you know, that's something else for them. So yeah, that's
Perfect.
about it.
And do the colors reflect like the celebration of life? as well?
Yes, definitely. Like I say, the more colors that you put, the better. It's a festive celebration, so we want everything to be colorful.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
And I think that'll be it for today. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope you have a great one. Bye-bye.
The Link crew put on their annual Halloween event, Trunk or Treat and Haunted House. The Haunted House was located in B Building, while the Trunk or Treat will be happening on Halloween during lunch in Lower D Building. Be sure to rock your costumes on Halloween, Kadets. That was really fun. Do you have any plans for Halloween?
Yeah, my mom might make me go trick-or-treating with my younger brother, even though I feel like I might be getting a little up there in age for that. But I've got a costume picked out already, probably going to be Darth Vader. Do you have your costume picked out yet?
No, but I am going to a party on Halloween, so I have to throw that together real quick.
Yeah. Thank you all for tuning in this week. We'll be back in 2 weeks with more stories and sports next time.
Be sure to check us out on the Air Academy Student Media YouTube page and subscribe so you don't have to miss any of the Kadet goodness. Have a great Halloween, and as always,
Skodets!